Hey guys, if you're on schedule, today is Friday, March the 20th, and we are going to be doing the John Calvin reading and comprehension questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the first page, and then you feel free to follow along with me, and then when you move on to the questions that are on the back, you can reference this reading, okay? So, starting at the beginning. John Calvin was born in Noyon, France in 1509. His mother passed away several years after his birth. He received an education at the Brethren of the Common Life School. Upon completion, he went on study for the priesthood. But his father wanted him to study law, so he enrolled in the University of Orleans. Over time, Calvin became close friends with Nicholas Cop, who was the rector of the University of Paris. When Cop voiced his support of Martin Luther and the reform of the Catholic Church, he and Calvin were forced to flee. During this time, Calvin underwent a conversion, surrendering his life to Jesus Christ. For the next couple years, Calvin was forced to move frequently to escape from authorities who sought his life. In 1536, he published the first edition of his Institutes of Christian Religion. In this book, still in circulation, which means it's still going around, he gives a defense of the faith and provides an explanation of what the Reformers believed and still believe today. During the same year, while passing through Geneva, he was asked by William Farel to stay and assist in the reform. Calvin agreed to do so, but 2 years later, both men were forced to leave the city because of their work. Calvin went on to Strasbourg, where he pastored a church. He also met and married his wife, Aloud there. They had one child who died in infancy. While pastoring, Calvin wrote his commentary in Romans in 1539. Over the years, he would continue to publish commentaries on different books of the Bible. In 1541, Calvin went back to Geneva, where he led them again, working to reform both church and city. It is said that during his time in Geneva, Calvin preached over 2,000 sermons. A typical week included 2 sermons on Sunday, the Sabbath, and 3 sermons throughout the week. In 1564, Calvin died, but his work helped shape the thinking of the Western world as we know it. His reforms were based upon the teachings of the Bible. Calvin believed the Scriptures to be the ultimate authority and thus used it to organize church governance and other social reforms. Today, Calvin's thoughts and beliefs are referred to as Calvinism, which are also known as Reformed theology. Good luck, guys!